secret recipe. It's not such a secret anymore because all our friends now know it. Welcome back to Baking with Your Toddler. Today we are going to be making my homemade lasagna recipe. Now this is a recipe I got way back when I was in high school by one of my classmates' mom used to make it, and of course as you take on recipes you kind of put your own changes in there, so it's not exact as what she did, but I wouldn't have this recipe without her. So ready? Should we wash hands? So we are going to go ahead and put, you can do anywhere from a pound to a pound and a half of beef or venison or whatever you really want in there. One chopped onion. So Mary, do you want to just take and tip? There you go. Good job. We're keeping Mary at a little bit of a distance because it is hot. Sam knows better than to touch anything. So we're going to do, we're going to do a teaspoon of garlic because that's about a clove, remember? Clove is about a teaspoon. He's just using this tool here. By sitting there squishing the hamburger, it keeps it real fine, no big chunks. And then I've got water here that's heating up.
Mama, do I add this in here?
No. We're just going to add a dollop, about a tablespoon, maybe two, of oil to our water so the noodles don't stick. And Mary's got the thing open. So now this is what you're going to want. It's 13.25 ounces, so it's the larger box of lasagna noodles. I prefer, I bought some of these just to try them. I prefer these are whole grain. I like the regular ones. So highly recommend regular versus these, but if you prefer these, that's fine too. So we're going to drop these into the boiling water and then we'll put on our timer so they don't overcook. You want to come help me? No? Okay.
But that's really hot.
It is hot, but you don't have to get real close to it. Now in 8 minutes, we are going to go ahead and take the noodles, pour it into a strainer, and then we're going to put a lot of cold water over it to cool them real quick because you don't want them to overcook and fall apart. We want our noodles to stay together so we can layer them. And we don't want them hot because it's too hot to touch. We can't layer them and touch them without burning ourselves. So we're going to run cold water so they're nice cold noodles. He's doing a really good job. If you end up with too much grease in the bottom, depending on what percentage of fat to beef you get, or whichever meat you're getting, you can use one of these. I love these, just to suck the grease out. So what I'll do is, let me see a second, Sam. So basically what I'll do is I would tip it like this, and all of the grease will run to one side, and I scoot all the chunks aside, and then I would just suck up the grease and then put it into here. And you want to use a coffee cup because it can handle the heat. So and then I throw this in the garbage can, or you can throw it to your chickens. Okay, so what we're doing is we're just going to pour this in like this, and I'm going to take the beater away from you. I know you really like this tool, don't you? I don't even know what this is really called. I'd have to look that up. Okay, take that. Let me get in here. Grab this little doohickey, little scraper.
Grandma, that's a go. Grandma, can I do this?
There you go, Sam.
Grandma, can I do this?
You want to try that? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we got tomato paste. I've got two here, but it should only take one. But if it's extra, like too much runniness, then I can add a second one to thicken it up. It's not going to hurt anything. Uh-oh. Have you used one of those before? No? Okay, let Grandma here get this scraped for Sam to do. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Let Grandma. No, pour that in so I can help him too. And now on this part you can use diced tomatoes or tomato sauce. I prefer tomato sauce so you don't have any chunks in there if you got little ones. A lot of times they won't eat it if there's a chunk of anything. Okay.
I'm going to try to do it.
Burn.
And Samson's horrible at stirring.
You're doing fine. I don't know if we're gonna need that one yet, so
What?
now we need 2 eggs.
Ow!
Now I'm done.
Now I'm gonna do it to you.
Lightly, because it's a real egg. Little, gentle. What, buddy?
Grandma, show right to me.
Yeah, here, give me this. Okay, so we're gonna turn this off, and then we're gonna crack the egg into it.
Eat that shit.
Okay, and then we need this opened up real quick.
Oh, I'll open that.
Okay, but you gotta get the plastic peeled off right over here. Can you work on that?
Sure.
No.
No.
Not happening again.
Well, the first time she did it to me during a video, I had never heard of such a thing. So when she tried to hit me in the head with the egg, I'm like, what are you doing? You know better than to behave this way. I was thinking that, but I wasn't saying it. I was like just trying to dodge the
At
egg.
least-
Ooh.
Now I like to use the large 32 ounce ricotta, whatever. This is just great value, but you can use any ricotta you want to.
No, I wouldn't.
You really wouldn't?
No.
Okay, you're a better person than me, Sam.
I seen that. I literally, like, behind the couch, I literally just saw that meme.
We're cooking.
That stupid thing.
Oh,
And
we're
like-
cooking.
Oh, I'm so glad Grandma isn't like this.
You
What were you gonna say?
What?
She's got a little red spot on her head.
I
It
do.
didn't even crack. I need to slow down on oyster shells for my chickens, apparently. Putting in the. Now this is just a small tomato paste that MJ opened so nicely. I don't think we need that one, Mary Jean.
You're evil.
Here we go. Half a teaspoon we're gonna put in here.
May not.
Okay, good job. Now we're gonna do. So this here is half a teaspoon of basil,
I have to do it.
half a teaspoon. Hold on, Mary Jean. You gotta make sure. Okay, there you go. Half a teaspoon of oregano.
Oh, what's oregano?
That's smell. It actually smells really good. It's Italian. Name a lot of Italian foods. I shouldn't say it's Italian, but
Oh,
it
that's
smells good. And then rosemary. Wait, patience, little grasshopper. Are you a grasshopper now? Okay, now when you measure this, you don't do it over your pot because that's what happens. And you can do crushed or you can do like this here is whole, the leaves. I'm just using the leaves this time. I've used both. Both work great. Remember, don't touch the hot part. Yep, don't. Oh, put it in. Oh, turn it over. Gotcha. Okay. 2 teaspoons of salt. Just about 3/4 of a teaspoon of the pepper. Half a teaspoon of the oregano, the sweet basil, and the rosemary.
What's a rosemary?
Rosemary is what we put in. Remember, that's that long leaves that are in there?
Oh, those are rose.
And now we're just gently stirring it all together.
Don't let me.
And like I said, the original one came from Miss Sledebeck.
Who's Lola?
Mrs. Sledebeck. That's all we'll say on that.
What's who's Lola? Ah!
Mrs. Sledebeck. That's who came up with this recipe. And then I kind of changed a few things on it. Like I don't use the crushed or whole tomatoes because if they find anything in it, they pull it and set it aside. So we want them to eat as much nutrition. So I've gone to the tomato sauce versus the other. So I strain these and then poured cold water so this way we can touch them and it's not going to be hot to the touch. I put about 1 inch of water in the bottom of the pan that I cooked it in. And then I just set my strainer on top, so it's kind of handy. So you let it keep draining while you're getting the rest of the stuff together, huh? some sauce and get the big pan going.
From me?
Usually a box and the large ricotta and then all these.
Grandma.
Usually I can get 2.
Grandma, I want
A
to do
small
that one.
Bigger one.
Grandma, I want to do that one.
Okay.
2.
Now this one we don't have to break the noodles. Do you want to put some cheese in there?
Sure.
Everything tastes better with cheese.
Because this is a big pot for my baby hands. You can see I got
You baby.
Sam. You guys, and you can.
Oh my.
Ooh,
Somebody's going to get a mouthful of cheese there. Huh? All right, nope. Now let's put down our noodles.
I want to do that.
Okay, let me grab you a noodle.
Ooh, this is fun. Ooh, guys, these are slippery. Like, slippery. Wee.
And one more noodle.
For the bottom. And I have to squish them down.
All right, now watch out. And I'll do the sauce.
This kind of looks like my dip and chip.
It kind of does look like the dip and chip stuff, doesn't it? She's talking about the Velveeta sausage dip, which... Okay, so we went ahead and set our oven preheating at 365. As soon as it's preheated, we'll slip it in, and about a half an hour or so, sometimes a little longer. You want it to be nice and golden on the top, and you're good to go. Everything's pre-cooked except for the egg in it, so it doesn't take long at all. All right, so we baked it at 365. You can do 365, 375, whatever you prefer. And it's about 45 minutes to more like an hour till it's set up, and you want the cheese to be golden brown. This I'll cook just a little bit longer. I like it just slightly more brown, but this gives you an idea. So, should we say goodbye to our friends?
Bye. See
Bye.
you next time.
See you next time, huh?